The sun dies early in these hollow months.
A cold wind bites through the facade of life.
Most people run from the encroaching gloom.
They seek the comfort of artificial warmth.
They fear the stillness that the ice brings.
But you are not like the rest of the world.
You understand that light requires a void.
Welcome to the winter of the human soul. This is the season of radical introspection.
Nature is stripping itself down to the bone.
The vibrant leaves have rotted into the mud.
The birds have fled to a more shallow sky. Only the skeletons of the trees remain now, and only the skeletons of our truths remain.
Carl Jung spoke of the shadow in the dark.
It is that part of you that you cannot face, the desires you suppress during the summer,
the anger you hide behind a polite smile. The winter does not allow for such masks. The cold is an honest, unforgiving judge.
It demands that you look inward at the rot. Most call this seasonal depression or grief.
We call it the beginning of the great work. The shadow thrives in the long, gray hours.
It whispers the things you refuse to hear. It speaks of the dreams you buried in May.
It speaks of the person you were meant to be. Why do you fear the silence of the snow?
Is it because the silence sounds like you?
The real you, stripped of all the noise. The man who stands alone in the dark room. This is where the transformation begins. You cannot find the gold without the dirt. You cannot find the self without the shadow. Use this darkness as a heavy iron forge.
Let the cold air sharpen your dying intent.
Stop running toward the flickering lights. Stop seeking the warmth of a hollow crowd.
Sit with the monster that lives in your ribcage.
Ask it why it is so hungry for your time. Ask it why it hates the person you pretend to be.
The shadow is not an enemy to be defeated. It is a long-lost brother seeking a home.
Integration is the only way out of the cold. You must become whole to survive the frost.
Look at the barren fields outside your window.
They are not dead. They are simply waiting. They are gathering strength in the silence. They are dreaming of a much harder spring.
You must do the same with your own spirit.
Let the old versions of yourself drift away. Let the expectations of others freeze over.
There is a terrifying power in being alone.
There is a sacred power in being forgotten. In the dark, no one is watching your face.
In the dark, you are finally free to bleed.
This is the alchemy of the winter season.
Turning leaden thoughts into golden truths. It requires a courage most men do not have.
It requires a stomach for the bitter taste.
The taste of your own failures and regrets. Swallow them. Let them fuel your inner fire.
That fire is the only thing that won't die.
It is the pilot light of the human psyche.
The world wants you distracted and numb.
It wants you scrolling through the winter. It wants you to ignore the void inside here.
But the void is where the magic is hidden. The void is the canvas for your new life.
Do not be afraid of the long, dark night.
Be afraid of a life lived only in the sun.
For the sun blinds us to the distant stars, and the summer blinds us to our own depth.
Embrace the frost that creeps up the glass.
Embrace the loneliness that feels like iron.
You are being refined in the coldest kiln. You are being prepared for a higher state.
The shadow work is a descent into the cave.
You must go down before you can go up.
You must face the wolf to gain its strength.
The winter of the soul is a rite of passage.
Few make it through without losing the skin.
But the skin you lose was never really you.
It was a costume you wore for the audience. Now the theater is empty and the lights are out.
Now you can finally speak your true lines.
Listen to the wind howling through the trees. It is the sound of the world letting go.
It is the sound of the ego being torn away.
Do not fight the wind. Become the wind.
Do not fight the dark. Become the dark.
When you are the darkness, nothing can hide. When you are the winter, you cannot freeze.
This is the secret of the Psychumbra path.
We do not seek the light. We master the shade. We do not fear the cold. We are the frost.
Take a deep breath of the freezing night air.
Feel it fill your lungs with a sharp clarity.
You are alive. You are awake. You are here.
The winter is your temple. Enter it now.
The shadow is waiting for your permission.
Give it the key. Let the transformation begin. Welcome to the deep. Welcome to the truth. This is the winter you have been waiting for.
Stay in the shadow. Find your own light.